Hey everyone, happy Tuesday. So today's video, we're gonna be testing out a ton of makeup. I have a bunch of products in front of me right now, and I am so excited to test out this makeup. These products are the ones that were gifted to me that we unbox on Saturdays. So we do Saturday unboxings, and then we test it all out on Tuesdays. So that way you guys can see how it applies, see my first impressions of it, and all that fun stuff, because there's a lot of newly launched makeup here and stuff that hasn't even been launched yet. So I'm really excited to try out some of these products. Like, I have been dying to get my hands on some of these. So before we get in this video, make sure to click that subscribe button if you're brand new here and you love sticking around for makeup videos. And then also make sure to check out my vlog channel, Life of Maddie. I daily vlog over there Monday through Fridays, and also throw in some mommy content as well. So if you guys are mommies and you love babies and you love seeing little Riley, make sure to go check out that channel. It is always a link down below. And also I think it's put on the sidebar of my homepage, so you can check it out there. But without further ado, let's just test out this makeup. All right, first thing first, we're gonna put on this headband. I hope this fits me. How does this thing work? Dun, 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 dun. I feel like I'm almost like the Karate Kid. Oh yeah, I feel like that. It's supposed to go like this. Okay, hang on, let me get this going. Now that we have the hair out of the face, it is time to test out these products. Comment down below if when you wear headbands, if you like stick your ears in like that, or if you just let them go freely. I feel like it's so much more comfortable to let them go freely, but then I feel like Dumbo. Boop. First things first, we are going to try out this Murad multivitamin infusion oil right here. I got this from my Ipsy Glam Bag Plus, and I was really intrigued by it. It has 6 key vitamins in it, and it's also supposed to boost hydration, brighten the skin, and defend against free radicals. So they say it's also good to put underneath makeup. So I figured we could try this out. I just put it on my hand. I don't do that like whole Instagram-y thing where they go, you know, on your face. I don't do that. I rub it and then I pat it in. I feel like it's better that way. It's more real, you know? Oh my gosh. I like that glow that it just gave my skin. It's actually really nice. I'm going to keep testing this out and see how it works with my skin, if I get breakouts from it or whatnot. The one thing I've been noticing is since I've been using my Tarte Shape Tape, I have been getting a little bit more congestion because I got it right here. I've gotten it right here, and I've gotten it right here. And guess what? Those are the only places I apply that concealer. So I don't think my skin likes the Tarte Shape Tape, even though it looks beautiful on the skin. I'm kind of bummed about that. So I might be going back to my Too Faced Born This Way sculpting one. Just wanted to give you guys that little update. What we're gonna be trying out for foundation though is this new Hourglass Vanish Seamless Finish Liquid Foundation. I have been so excited to test this out. I love the stick foundation of it. I think it's beautiful and great on camera. And I'm super excited to test this one out right here. So I'm trying out the shade Bisque because this is probably the only shade that will somewhat work for me. It's going to be too dark, as you guys saw in my unboxing on Saturday, but I told you guys I was gonna wear like a high neck shirt so that way we can just bring it down and it will look like it matches, just so we can just test it out and see how it looks on the skin. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually pump some of this on my little palette right here, and they said to dot it on the face and then blend it in. So we're going to blend it in with their brush right here for one side, and then we're gonna try a sponge on the other. So let's do this. Now I have that song stuck in my head that I'm horrible with tunes, you guys. I am tone deaf, so I can't get tunes, but you guys probably won't even know what I'm trying to do right now. I'm just gonna be quiet and just apply this. If I got a little bit of sun, I feel like this would work for me. So I just dotted it across the face, and we're just going to swoosh it in together. Oh, you awful coverage. You awful coverage. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna really buff it into the skin. Gosh, it is beautiful on the skin though. I really wanna find my shade. Oh, that looks so good on the skin, and I think definitely since I am dry, using that oil beforehand was really smart because you can still see the glow through it, and it really is full coverage, but it doesn't feel like heavy on my skin right now, which I really like because as you guys know, I've been using my Kojan Dough Aqua Foundation every single day, and it's very lightweight. So when I try to use a heavier foundation, I just have been having a hard time wearing it because I'm not used to it anymore. But this one feels really good, and it blended beautifully into my skin, and I love it that I can still see that glow. I really like that. Oh, okay, that makes me happy. I really like the application with the brush too. We're gonna try a sponge on the other side, but I can say I really like this brush, but I honestly like this brush for anything. It's such a good brush. So if you're looking for a really good foundation brush, pick this one up. It is amazing. And then also, I like it that it's a little bit smaller, more compact, easier to travel with, but that just buffed beautifully into the skin and it covered up so much, because look at, you can see my acne scars here and you see nothing here. I am so impressed. All right, so the sponge that we're gonna be using is my Real Techniques, and I'm too lazy to take it into the bathroom to wet it. This is that face and body one. A lot of people are like, my sponge doesn't get that big. Like how, like what am I doing wrong? I'm like, no, this is the face and body one. So it's a lot bigger than the original. I'm just gonna dot this across my face as well. Also down here. I've been getting breakouts down here and I don't know why. It's like, where is that coming from? What am I using there? I don't even know, but we're gonna blend this in. So I can definitely tell with the sponge, it definitely gives a sheer coverage than the brush. So I'm going in and just building it up, which is a great way to kind of also test to see if this foundation is buildable. All right, so this side is the sponge and then this side is the brush. And I have to say both ways are really, really nice, but I liked how fast it was with the brush. The brush like applied it really, really quickly. I'm actually just gonna go over it a little bit with the brush just to buff it a little bit more into the skin. I also did not use a primer. I've been kind of skipping primer because I actually like that Botanic Farms one for the pores, but I honestly don't use primer all that much anymore. I don't know, I just like, I'm trying to keep like my everyday makeup very simple, and I feel like that's what's been really good for my skin because my skin has been so clear, as you guys have noticed. I hate it how I get foundation on my earrings. I've got a lot of energy right now. I've had 2 cups of coffee. I really like this foundation. It looks so good. It looks so good. If you are dry, definitely use a really good moisturizer or like an oil that you like to use. And it works beautifully with the foundation. If you're oily, you will love this. This honestly works for any skin type because my skin right now is actually kind of gearing a little bit more, almost a combination, I wanna say. I'm dry in areas and I'm starting to get kind of oily in my T-zone. Since my body is kind of balancing out since after pregnancy and postpartum. I was really dry during that time, and before pregnancy I was actually pretty oily, and I'm noticing it's starting to get a little oily again, but I'm still keeping my skin very, very hydrated because I do have areas that are dry. But I have to say, I really, really like this foundation. I think just first impression, it looks beautiful on the skin and it just covered everything and it looks seamless. I actually like it more than the stick, I have to say. I feel like it feels lighter than the stick. So they did a really good job with this foundation. Definitely check this out, and I hope that you guys can find your shade in it. I don't know how many shades they have. They sent me 3, so I need to go to like Sephora and kind of just swatch them and see what shade would be mine, because I feel this one is a little too dark for me. Like, look at, it's just a little, yeah. It's about a shade or two too dark. I need something a little bit more fair. I even had comments of people telling me I wasn't fair, and I'm like, I am almost like, I'm always on the light end of the shade range for every single foundation. I'm fair. All right, so far that foundation is a thumbs up from me. I really like the way that it looks. I like the way that it feels. Honestly, if you're dry, you probably wouldn't even really have to set this, because it feels good. It feels really good. For my concealer and my setting powder, I have nothing new to test out, so I'm just gonna apply it off camera, but I will let you guys know what I'm using. I'm using the Makeup Forever. This is their Ultra HD concealer. I really like how lightweight this is, and this also is a really good light shade, so we can kind of help lighten up this foundation. So I'm gonna apply this really quickly and I'll be right back. All right, so I'm back. I think this looks so good, and instead of using my Too Faced powder, I actually use my Charlotte Tilbury. This thing is almost gone. I need to get another one so bad. I went through that so quickly though. Ugh, I just like it, and I hate the fact that it's so expensive. But so far, I like the way the concealer and the powder applied. I wanted to keep a little bit lighter weight on the powder because of the foundation being more full coverage, but I think it still looks really, really beautiful on the skin. I just love it. I really like this foundation. If you like fuller coverage foundations, yeah, that's definitely a win. And like also the fact that it doesn't feel super heavy on the skin too. All right, so next up we're gonna finish up the face. So we're gonna go right into some powders. These ones right here are from Ofra Cosmetics, and this is the Francesca Tolat collaboration that they did. And this is what it looks like right here. So we have bronzers and we have blushes, I believe. What bronzer is this? Bisque and Bronzado. Okay, this is too dark. This, I don't want to do the same thing that we did last video for the Casey Holmes one with that one being too dark. Okay, I think that bronzer is just going to be too dark for my skin right now. So instead we're going to be using the Pro Fusion Sculpt and Glow. I've been really wanting to try this out. They're available at Target and they're really reasonably priced. Last time I saw them over there, they were actually on sale. So definitely check them out. It also comes with this brush right here, but I'm actually just going to go ahead and use my own brush. The shade that I'm gonna go to is the light contour one. I kind of want to see how this looks on my skin. Ooh, they even have like a setting powder for underneath the eyes too. That's nice. Okay, there we go. Oh, I like how subtle this is. It's like the perfect shade. So I'm gonna press it and blend up. Oh, that's beautiful right there. See, I like that. Yay. Go down the sides of the nose. Oh, look at now my nose, you can see my nose. Like before it was like, where's Waldo? Where's Madison nose? And now you can see it. Once you add like a little bit of shadow back in there and your face doesn't look like completely flat. And I can't believe it, like back in the day when I first started wearing makeup, like bronzer really wasn't much of a thing. I did use a Hoola bronzer though, from Benefit, but I remember like bronzer wasn't like a huge thing. I would just use the bronzer to help make my foundation darker to match my skin tone. Isn't it crazy how far makeup has come over the years? I think it's amazing. But I also have to say it's not fair to all the kids in high school these days having like these beat faces now and they're like perfection, and like we all had to go through that glitter phase and we all had to go through like the no eyebrow phase, even though I did wear eyebrows. I started wearing eyebrows in 8th grade, but still, there's a lot of people that didn't really know about that. They didn't get the awkward phases that we got. It's not fair, Riley. I'm jealous of you. Who knows where they're gonna be at by the time that she's in like high school. Oh my God, I don't even wanna think about that. Don't even wanna think about that. I swear, my face looks so flawless. The last time I saw my foundation look this flawless was when I mixed all of them. Have you guys seen that video? I did that whole mixing of foundations video. I was flabbergasted by it, you guys. Like, I was shocked by how good my foundation turned out. I was so impressed. And it was so seamless and nice on my skin. I was like, can I just put this in a tube and just use this as my foundation? And that's how I feel like my skin looks right now. It looks so good. Oh, okay, I'm loving it. All right, so I'm actually gonna go into the medium sculpt right here too. And I'm just going to add just a little bit in there. And I'm gonna press it and then I'm gonna slightly blend it out. I don't want to add too much product. I just want to add a little bit more depth in there. There, I think it just needed a little bit more depth and that looks really good. This palette is awesome. I like this thing and it's probably like only like 10 bucks or something like that, which is really good. So for a blush, we're actually going to use a blush from Revlon. This is from that, what collection was that? Like Horoscopes or something like that? I don't know. But it's from that collection. All right, so this is the Revlon Cheek Draping Palette in 001 Sunset on Pluto. So it's like their space collection, I'm guessing. We're gonna take this middle shade right here and I'm gonna apply this lightly to the cheeks, apples of the cheeks. This makes me look like I have like really big round cheeks right now. I'm gonna blend it out a little bit. It's a really pretty color. So I like that. So for highlight, we're gonna go back into this one right here and we are gonna use their highlighting shade. I think we're gonna use Glazed right here. I might even mix it a little bit with Lightning to lighten it up a little bit more. It's okay. It looks pretty on camera, but I'm not like I don't know. I'm just not the biggest fan of it first impression wise. It's a little glittery. Kind of like even with the Casey Holmes one, that one also is a little glittery. I don't think I mentioned that in the video, but it's a little glittery. I don't hate it. I mean, it's not my favorite highlight, but I don't hate it either. I actually like the bronzers a lot more. All right, so I think the blush is really pretty. I don't think have I ever used a Revlon blush? I don't think I have. I'm really liking getting into Drugstore because their stuff has really been impressing me lately. So I actually really like the blush. The palette from Profusion, I love the bronzers. The bronzers are perfect in it and they're pigmented and they're easy to apply and blend out. Like that is an amazing, amazing bronzer and like contour shades right there. But I have to say with the fact that I could use medium on me, that one is probably geared more towards fair skins. They might even have a palette for deeper skin tones, so definitely check that out. I'll see if I can find one online and link it down below. But for fair skin tones, that one really worked out well, and I really liked how like seamless and how natural it went onto the skin, so that's good. Next up, we have some palettes. So I actually have this ColourPop one. It's My Pleasure. This one is the purples right here that I really want to try out. And then we also have this one from Ofra Cosmetics and Francesca Tolat. This is the Infinity. So we got a lot of colors. And then I also have this one from Violet Voss. This is what it looks like right here. So we might be dipping a little bit into each of these because I do want to use color. First off, we're gonna go in Violet Voss, and I'm gonna go into this cream shade right here. And I'm just going to apply this all over my lid just to be like my base. There's so many purples in all three of these palettes, so I'm guessing we should use purples. So what we'll do is we will go into this one right here, Kitten Fish, and the ColourPop, and I'm gonna pop this into my crease. This is the only one that I can see would be a decent transition shade. So let me zoom you guys in. So we're gonna pop this into the crease. Actually really pretty right there. All right, so next up we're gonna take one of these duochrome ones from this palette, and I think we're gonna take this one. This is called Earth Shine. It's really gorgeous, look at it. It's got like a shift of blue in it. It's really pretty. So we're gonna apply this one with this brush from Sigma. It's their cream color E58. It's their best, honestly, this is the best brush to apply any type of shimmer shade. It really packs it on. So I'm gonna pat this onto the lid. That's a really pretty shade right there. All right, so here it is both on the list from using this palette right here. And so far it applied really, really nicely. You can definitely even put some Fix Plus on your brush and then pack it in there, and you'll probably get even more oomph from it. But I really like how it's not subtle, but I just like the way that it applied just without it, and I think it's really pretty. All right, so I really wanna use the Ofra palette as well, and we're gonna go into this shade right here. It's like a deeper plum shade. We could definitely still just use this palette for the entire look because I can go into this one, I can go into that one, which I just dipped my brush in right now, but I could use this for the rest of the look, but I really want to be able to use another palette as well to test out in this video. So we're gonna use the Ofra one to pack that on my brush. I'm gonna apply this to the outer part of the lid, and I'm slowly just gonna build this up. We're gonna bring it up into the crease like so. Then I'm gonna take this brush and just blend it out. Honestly, you could have kept it just like this, but I feel like this just adds a little bit more depth to the look and makes it a little bit more dramatic. All right, so here is the look. Very purpley. I feel like My Little Pony, but it's really pretty actually. And then if you ever notice like the edges just seeming a little like undefined, just take some cream shadow, or you can even take some concealer and clean up those underneath that brow a little bit, and then you can also blend it out with that same brush. I think that's really pretty. I'm gonna go ahead and just apply like kind of like the same thing on the lower lash line. Alrighty, so I just wanted to keep it simple on the lower lash line, so all I did was take the color that we put into the crease as the transition shade from the ColourPop palette, and I popped that down there. What we're gonna do now is we're actually going to take this center shade right here, which is like one of their, it's almost like a highlighter, and I'm actually gonna pop this in the inner corner just to make it pop a little bit more. I think I'm actually gonna take that same color, I'm gonna apply a little bit on top in the inner corner and blend it out. Oh, I think that's my package. I just got a new camera and I'm so excited to use it, so I had it shipped to my house because I wanna play with it like right away. A new filming camera for like main channel videos and pictures and stuff, because I use the 80D, but I'm ready to step into the 5D zone, and the Mark IV has better autofocus than the previous versions, and it's easier to film with by yourself. So I picked up that one. It's expensive, but I've been wanting it for like 2 years. I finally just bit the bullet and just did it. I really like the fact that I added that inner corner because I feel like it added more dimension and more to the look, which is really nice. So we're gonna go ahead and go into this new mascara. This is the Milani Dangerous Lengths. Mascara, they came out with a few different ones, but I'm gonna apply this on the bottom lashes. I actually really like the way that mascara applied to my bottom lashes. That's actually really nice. It kind of separated them, made them look a little bit longer. It made them look more like they're there, you know? And I think this look looks really pretty. It definitely would look really pretty if you kind of like smoked out the lash line on top, but since I have false lashes, I don't like to put too much like eyeshadow near them because then it makes it really hard to clean and get off. That's why I don't even use eyeliner anymore on the top. But I feel like with having them like cat eye, I don't really need it, and they're like fuller. But I can't wait. I get my fill done on Monday. I've been loving them. But anyways, this is the eyeshadows. I think the eyeshadows applied amazing. I really like the ColourPop one. They were easy to blend out, pigmented. And then I only used the 2 shadows in this one. Is that a highlight? Yeah, I think it's just an eyeshadow, but you could totally use it as a highlight too. You know what? That would be a very, very strong highlight, so we're not gonna do that. But the 2 shades that we used in the Oprah one worked out really well too. I feel like they really pulled the look together as well. So far, those palettes are really fun. If you love purples, then you would probably really enjoy the ColourPop one. And if you love colors too, then you would really enjoy this one. I'm actually pretty impressed with it. So far, this testing out new makeup video seems to be going very well. I'm happy with the way that it's turning out, but let's go ahead and try on a lip product. All right, so for the lip product that we're gonna use the L'Oreal ones right here. So this actually isn't like really a first impression for this product. I've been using the shade, I think it's Create, and it's the one that I tried on in the PR unboxing video on Saturday, and I've been using that one like every single day, you guys. I've been wearing it nonstop. It is so comfortable. Like, it has become my new like go-to lip color because it's so comfortable. It stays on, doesn't make my lips feel crusty. It just applies and stays on so well, and I just love the way that it feels on my lips because I don't feel like there's anything there. But then you look in a mirror and you're like, I've got a lip color on. So I've really been enjoying that. So I definitely recommend these for like moms, especially because, you know, we want to feel like a little bit more put together, but we want something that's not high maintenance and that we have to keep reapplying. And we want something that's comfortable too. And that shade Create is like the perfect everyday shade. But for this one, we're gonna try on the shade Rule, and it's 414, or I Rule, and it's 414 because it's more on the purple side. This is what the applicator looks like. It's really nice. These are honestly a dupe for the YSL ones that I showed you guys in the video because these are another one that I have. I have the other shade in my purse because I wear it all the time because they're so comfortable, but these are pretty expensive and these ones are a great affordable dupe for them. I love the way this looks on the lips too. They look so good. Oh, these are such a good lip product. Definitely check these ones out, you guys. You will love it. Here is the completed makeup look. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom out for you guys real quick. I have to say with all these products, I'm actually very impressed and I'm actually really happy with the way they applied, the way they blended out, the way that they look. I'm very happy with it. The only product I have to say that I wasn't that enthused about was the Profusion highlight in there. I mean, it looks pretty on the skin, but I just feel like I have other highlights that I prefer over that one, but I really like the bronzers and like the contour shades in that palette. They are beautiful. And this foundation, I feel like this foundation just makes it because my skin looks so flawless. I really want this shade in my shade because it does not match me. You can tell it's a few shades too dark. It just makes your skin look so flawless. And the eyeshadow is really fun. So if you like purples, you'd probably like that palette. And the duochrome shade in those ColourPop ones are also really fun too. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and comment down below what products you are eyeing from this video and what you're like, oh my gosh, I have to get my hands on this, which I have a feeling it's going to be the L'Oreal stuff, like the L'Oreal lip product. This thing is bomb. I got like eyeshadow on my hand. Hang on. Baby wipe. I love baby wipes. They remove makeup perfectly. And you always have them on hand, but definitely get your hands on this lip product. It's awesome. But anyways, comment down below what you've been eyeing and what you want to see tested out next. I cannot wait for our next PR unboxing on Saturday. So make sure to check back on my channels for those. And then I also throw in some bonus videos here and there. So I do my Ipsy ones on the 7th. And then also we just did a mommy and baby morning routine. And a lot of you guys love that one and you want to see a night routine. So I think we're going to be doing one of those next. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope you guys all have a wonderful rest of your week and I will see you guys in my next video.